Hello everybody, welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Oliver.
I'm Taylor.
And today, we are talking about BeerPass.
Yeah.
Now you're probably wondering what BeerPass is. Well, Taylor's going to explain. And by the end of the show, I'm pretty sure all of you are going to have a BeerPass as well.
Yeah, and you're all going to end up with some free beer. So
Absolutely.
It's pretty sweet.
I might even have a little something up my sleeve for listeners and viewers.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah,
I like it.
Perfect.
I like it. All right, so BeerPass.
BeerPass.
Tell us what it is. Tell us what it is.
BeerPass is an app.
Okay.
It's a subscription-based app.
Mm-hmm.
Users pay $7.99 a month for this app, and
That's
that
not
gets
bad.
them one free draft beer every single day
Wow.
Nice.
for $7.99 a month.
Nice. So
Yes.
you could go and get a free beer every day for 30 days for $8.
Correct.
Sweet. Well, that's a huge... I mean, the average draft...
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Done.
So the average...
Check it out. BeerPass.
The average draft beer is what? Probably $6 nowadays.
Yeah.
So 6 times 30, that's $180
Yeah.
for $8.
That was very good for a Saturday.
Not bad, right? And I went out last night. Yeah, and everybody that watches this show knows that we're not exactly this isn't the home of like intelligence in Rochester. We're not the smartest podcast in the world.
But we're good at beer math.
Yeah, I had to do that real fast in my head though while I was talking. I was like 6 times 3, add a 0. I got it, 180. Sweet.
Beer math, man.
Sometimes I can math. Beer math. I like it.
Yeah, so it's great idea. It's because, so how I met Taylor, we were out, where were we?
You
I
were
was-
at Mueller's.
Mueller's, downtown.
I'm always afraid to say that because I think I'm going to mess it up. I think it's Mueller's.
I couldn't even find it when I was trying to find the bar. I was like, where is this place? But found it. He had walked by. He had a Giants jersey on. Of course, I'm a Giants fan.
God, I'm sitting here with 2 Giants fans.
Going back and forth, and he explained, the BeerPass. And to me, right away, I was just like, wow, brilliant idea. I loved it right away. So, ultimately, I was like, he has to come on the show
Yeah.
and talk about it.
Yeah,
And
for
let
sure.
everybody know about the BeerPass.
Yeah,
Simple.
because you can... The marriage of BeerPass and one drink is phenomenal because if you get BeerPass, you can just go get one drink. Like you were meant to be on the show.
It was meant,
Perfect.
It was meant to happen.
Yeah, we just met this guy and we already got a free beer.
So,
We'll change the name of the app to One Drink.
yeah. So, all right. So, say you go to one bar, right? Go to it. You use your BeerPass.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go the same day to another sponsored bar and use it again?
You cannot. So
Okay.
your app locks out.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
our designer has a beautiful way of accomplishing that.
Yep.
And I don't know. I could show if that's actually. So I want to just show it. That might be easier. Yeah.
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 The
so,
app
so you do it all right from the app.
It's all in the app.
Okay.
So every one of our partner bars has a specific 4-digit code.
Okay.
That's unique to them. So here's the app, and this is almost like a beer chip that refreshes every day.
Mm-hmm.
So you hit that,
Oh, okay.
and they punch in their code, and then the app locks out. All the beer drains out, and there's a timer that starts till 6 a.m. the next day.
That's perfect.
So that way,
Right.
you're one and done. It
Yeah.
locks you out. So if you go anywhere else, your app's already locked out.
Gotcha.
Because the idea is to not incentivize people to bar hop, per se.
Right.
The idea is to get people out, find a new cool place to get a beer and
Yeah.
support a new place,
Yeah.
find your new favorite spot,
Yep.
or check out a small business and support the local businesses.
Yeah.
So,
That's
That's
one.
awesome.
I
and
love that.
What I love too, and we were talking about before we started filming, is my question was, does it cost something for the restaurant or the bar? Being a former restaurant manager,
right.
when someone would come in with some new cool app or some new idea or whatever, there was always a bottom line on
Right.
it. Like,
And
okay,
here's your monthly
so for
fee.
$2.99 a month,
Yeah.
for $300 a month, we'll put your page on our app.
Yeah.
And then, people can find you,
Exactly.
and then, and I have to give them a free beer. But it's not.
It's not. We turned that on its head. So,
Yeah.
and the thought behind this, and if we want to, we'll talk about my friends who came up with this. The thought behind it was, there's lots of that out there, right?
Right.
Like Untapped and all this
Yeah.
stuff where you charge the establishment for marketing that
Yeah.
hopefully works.
Correct.
Right? with this, we actually don't charge them for all the increased visibility that they get, the social media promotions that they get through us, sponsored events and co-marketing events through us. Their cost is just that beer. So they're only incurring that cost if the marketing is working and the person's coming in.
Yeah. So it's like a win-win. It's like if you don't have to give anything away unless it works.
Exactly.
But then, it's a beer. And I mean, what's a beer at cost? You know what I mean? It's a couple of dollars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At best. But if I get even 5 people in a day that used it, that's potentially 5 people that I wouldn't have had anyways.
Exactly.
And then they may get something else on top of that. Or they may just use that to try beer that they normally wouldn't have tried, but then they find something that they like. So it's that's a huge... I would have signed up for this.
They brought their friends.
Yeah.
And the next time they're looking for a spot, now you're on their mind, right? Now you're top of mind for them. But we've even seen in our beta testing phase that almost a vast majority, over 93% of our BeerPass users have always made an additional purchase.
Right. Yeah. It's not like they just went for that free beer and then just left. Yeah. I mean, people almost always never just have one drink. Pun intended or not? Maybe pun something.
I'm gonna drink every time you say one drink.
One drink.
But I do love the fact that
one drink.
You do get to check other bars that you wouldn't normally check, though. You know what I mean?
My man of my word.
Right. But I had to test your integrity right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And we've gotten really great feedback to that extent from our beta testers.
And it's all local here in Rochester bars, right?
Yeah. Greater Rochester.
The Greater Rochester area.
Rochester, yep.
So I'll tell you what I like about this, as far from a consumer standpoint and from a former hospitality industry employee. I love going to new places.
Yes.
1, as a customer, and 2, because it interests me to go to new places to see where the restaurant industry is excelling and developing and where it's going and people's ideas, a new take on an old idea. I went to Fiorella's last night for dinner in the public market.
Good.
Have heard a million good things about it. Walked in there, totally not what I had in my brain. It was like a super minimalist sort of just take on Italian food, but it was outstanding. And it's just an Italian restaurant at the end of the day. People have been to there's a million Italian restaurants out there, but it was in its own way. So I'm getting off topic, but having an app where you can see a new place, maybe a smaller place that's trying to drum up, some business, and knowing that these places aren't paying, a huge amount of money for marketing, you know what I mean, to try to get in there, and knowing that it's just a cool new place that I can go. So you were also talking earlier about you have different badges or icons when you see the restaurant about whether they're dog friendly or they're
that's a cool bit. So embedded in the app, we have a sort of our bar finder page, and it's Google Maps embedded right in there. You can scroll through the different partner bars and read about them, description, links to their website, Facebook, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we have these little icons there that show up, just kind of a quick info thing.
Right.
So there's one that says that the place serves food. There's one that says that it's kind of a specialty cocktail place. There's one that says that it's dog friendly. One that says it's craft beer focused. Yeah. One for live music. One for outdoor seating. So that way, if you're kind of on the go, this app can kind of become your where should I go for a beer companion.
Yeah.
And
you know exactly what's happening.
Right. And like you said, if you're looking for a place that you haven't been before, it's helpful to have those little cheat sheets too.
It's perfect.
Yeah. It's like crib notes for bars.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's perfect.
I like that.
So perfect. Because you were saying that you have your dog with you a lot.
Yeah.
I have 2 dogs as well. And I also take my daughter with me too. So that's sometimes the car is full. You know what I mean? We have the 2 dogs. We have the baby. You know what I mean? So if I see a place that's got food, and my wife loves craft cocktails, which you just mentioned that there's a separate icon for that too. My wife loves craft cocktails. I love drinking beer. Yeah. So if I could find a place that was dog friendly, had food so my daughter could have a snack, and then also had craft cocktails that my wife likes, it's like, oh cool, where are we going tonight? Because she can't ever make a decision on where we're going,
and it's right there.
And I could be like, oh, check this out. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm assuming you have links to like their, you can pull up their website or anything like that.
Yep, right on there.
Yeah.
So you can scroll through and then click a place that looks neat. It blows up.
Yep.
And links to their website, their social media.
Nice.
Everything's right on
And
there.
you said it was embedded with Google Maps too.
Yeah, so
you
it's
can
always
go-
going to pop up
That's
by
perfect.
proximity.
Yeah.
So like if I'm traveling down to the Finger Lakes,
Yeah.
the ones that are closest to me are going to show up. If I'm
Perfect.
going out on the west side somewhere, the ones closest to me are going to show up.
Yeah, because I do that anyways when we're driving around. She'll be like, oh, is there a brewery around here that we can stop at? Or is there, let's find a bar. And then I don't have to go to Google Maps and then look that up. And then it's like a one-stop shop. I can just open up. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you get a free beer.
Let me just open up BeerPass. Right, and you get a free beer. Thanks.
So ultimately, how did you come up with the idea?
Yeah, so this was conceived by a couple friends of mine. They live in Prague, actually. So they're expats. One's from my hometown, Stafford.
Yep.
The other one's from Wisconsin. And they've been in Prague for about 9-10 years now. And they kind of hatched this idea a little bit ago to launch in Prague.
Because I've never heard of this.
Yeah. There's similar stuff out there. Untapped being one, which is sort of like a beer finder kind of thing. So it's not really structured the same way. When Matt was first explaining this to me, the first thing that popped into my head was Untapped, which I've used before, but it's more of a beer finder sort of thing. You can just check tap lists, and it's kind of for like the beer.
Yeah. This is just way better.
The beer connoisseurs that want to try to find special stuff. That's
exactly.
Kind of around
I use Untapped. I dig it. When I'm trying a new beer, I'll like check it in and stuff. But Untapped there's a lot of money exchanged, right? Like between the app and the venues. And the breweries
we had
and
it
all
at
that
Quibby's,
stuff.
so I'm familiar from the back. That's why, like, my first question earlier was, how much does it cost to, the restaurant or the bar? Because that, Untapped was expensive. Nothing against Untapped. That's just the way that their model is laid out, and it can work really well.
Yeah, and it has worked.
Yeah.
It's, they're super successful.
Yeah.
But you're right. That is more
But you also don't
individual
get a figure
beer focus, like you
Right.
said, a beer finder.
Yeah.
We're more of a cool
Of a
small
place
business
finder.
venue finder.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we actually have our partner bars choose your free beer.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, we leave that in their hands so they can control costs, manage inventory,
Right.
but also
So
take
you
a
can't
bit
go
of
in there and get a $16
exactly
CBS.
Yeah, we don't want to make anyone go broke handing out beer.
Right.
But also they can use that to their advantage too, right? They can leave more of the marketing in their hands. So if I'm coming into your place and I've never been here before, and I have this app, I'm probably a craft beer drinker. You're probably not going to give me like a
blue
domestic beer,
Right.
Because I'll be grateful. Thanks for the free beer, man. I'm going to hang out, but like, am I as likely to come back unless I have a really rock star time otherwise?
Yeah, right.
So we leave all of that in their hands.
Okay.
So they can control the cost and all of that.
And that's
really
good
cool.
for you too, because then you don't have to deal with we want this or
Yeah.
Right.
Being
It's not.
down
You
there.
just totally leave it up.
it's just more hassle for you.
You totally
Exactly.
leave it up to them.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Exactly
that they're
right.
not, they don't have their hands
And-
tied by your agenda.
Yeah, and that's worked out really well because our partners have really embraced that too. I mean, a lot of the breweries will say, "Hey, we are proud of all of our beer. Have any of our beer?"
Yeah.
Or a lot of places. We've got places that have a lot of taps, and what they'll do is they'll have a BeerPass beer per style. So they'll be like, "What do you like?" "Oh, I like sours." "All right, here's our BeerPass sour."
Gotcha.
"Here's our
Yeah,
BeerPass IPA."
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I think
That's really cool. That's
yeah.
really cool for places that have a ton on tap. I mean, McGregor pops into my head when I think of multiple tap lines. Where they have they have 8 porters and they have 6 sours and they have 12 IPAs and they have 14 pilsners and
and
it's
then
really cool.
Everything.
And it becomes a fun game for the users. Like, oh, I wonder what
Yeah.
the beer's going to be.
That
You
is
know,
true.
I'm excited to find out.
Yeah. Super cool.
And so getting into partnerships. So who have you partnered with, or how many bars do you have so far? Because I know this is going to expand drastically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
this is definitely a
I would say
or just ballpark it for us. How many
I would say
partners do you have
around
so far?
30.
That's
in the
great.
area.
That's great.
And it's a mix of breweries, bars, restaurants, activity venues. So places like the Playhouse and Axes and Ales come to mind.
Oh,
where
cool.
you can go in there and drink a beer and go play pinball or go throw an axe or stuff
That's
like
awesome.
that. Which is it's really great for places like that. So like bowling alleys, indoor golf places that have draft beer.
Yeah.
That's huge
it's
nowadays.
perfect for a place like that because beer isn't their main thing, right? That's not what they're there to do.
Right.
But if they can get more people in bowling, if they can get more people in throwing axes, stuff like that by giving them a beer. Like I will say, and this will be a bit of a plug, and I'm sorry, but
that's what we're here for.
Plug away.
We went into Axes Nails to hand out some point of sale material with them, hang out, drink a beer. I stood there for 20 minutes drinking a beer, watching everyone do it, and that's all I can think about now. Like I have to go in.
I did a birthday party there last year, 2 years ago. I did a birthday. I was there for my buddy's birthday, and it was outstanding. It was sitting around drinking beer and throwing axes on my buddy's birthday.
Amazing.
It couldn't have been any better. Yeah. Sketchy. You know what I mean? Underneath all of it, there was a slight bit of hesitation and worry that I was going to catch one in the face.
You're always thinking
from all my asshole friends. You know what I mean? Yeah. But a lot of fun.
Yeah,
but if I could have gotten free beer,
they do a good
time,
job, and they run you down with a quick safety.
Yeah. No, I felt safe in the facility itself, and with the people that were there.
Right, you just don't trust your friends.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Understood.
All my friends are assholes. 100%. So I wouldn't put it past any of them to catch me in the thigh with a fucking axe or something.
My bad. Sorry.
The fuck do you mean, oops, man?
It was 10 points.
So with the launch, when did you launch, or when is the launch happening, or did it happen? Or?
Yeah, so we did a soft launch a little while ago.
Okay.
For friends, family, and beta testers.
Yep.
And
people at a bar.
Yeah.
Random Giants fans.
Yeah, exactly right. No, we did. We spent a little while saying like, hey, this isn't public knowledge yet, but this app is available. Here, check it out. We had a group of about 30 beta testers that we were very purposeful about selecting because we knew these were local beer drinkers that go out and they get back online and they talk about beer.
Yeah.
So they were unbelievable. Amazing people that went out for us 2, 3, sometimes 4 nights a week and drank a beer. I know it sounds like tough work, but and they gave us feedback, which was brilliant. And
feedback
they
as
just
in like
it.
the beer or just the establishment, or just
all sorts.
And all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so we put together a feedback form actually, and said, hey, every time you use this while you're drinking your beer, do you mind like answering these questions? And it was, just talking about the experience. Did it work? Did the app work? Did you spend more money? Yeah. Like, would you have come here otherwise?
Yes, I did.
Stuff like that. And the data was better than we could have expected.
That's good.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. So then we did that for like a month, and now we're at the point where everything's working. The app's working flawlessly. We can see that people are using it how it's designed to be used, and that's to go to a new place and make additional purchases too, but go out and try something new.
Yeah, or just a place that's what I would use this for more than anything else, is finding that place that could have been 40 scrolls down on Google. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what I like, because I love finding those cool new places to go to. You know what I mean? Even if it's in the Finger Lakes, or if it's if it's out 20, 30 minutes, like I don't mind driving like that if I can find a cool new spot.
This is also the cool thing. So you got the BeerPass, and you can see who's on there.
Yeah.
So you can almost once a week, hey, let's go check out.
Yeah.
Checked it out. Hey,
and that's
this
exactly
week, let's go check out. Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
And you could run through the whole thing. And then now all these local small businesses, and you can pick and choose which one you like or dislike.
Yeah, and you found your new favorite place, maybe,
or
excited.
Easily.
Yeah, next time your family, your friends, you're going out to eat. I went to this place on BeerPass. Like, it was amazing. I never would have thought to go. Let's go.
Exactly.
So that's exactly it.
And the thing that I love too is like it's just all local.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
It's man.
And I just like it because if you get I mean, pretty much one beer at a place.
Yeah,
You paid
because
for
you're
it
always
already.
going
You
to.
paid for it already.
Exactly.
It's
Yep.
you know,
Yeah. So the
I just installed it, by the way.
What is the cost of the app?
$7.99 a month.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is so. It's a beer.
Yeah, it's good. So yeah,
I'm in.
See.
yeah, it's perfect. Yeah,
I'm not even waiting for the show to be over, and I'm already in.
so and he's gone. He's gone.
Can I pay you cash, or should I just put my credit card in? Okay.
If you listen to one drink podcast, there's a promo code for you.
Oh,
There you go.
I hate that show. Can I still listen to it even if I don't like the show?
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, with the $7.99, like we didn't. There's a few thoughts behind that, but I think principally, and this is some of the feedback we've gotten too, so it's working. We want you to feel like, well, if this was $25 a month, you're gonna be like, man, I really need to go use this, and I don't want everyone going out. Like, I don't want to
Forcefully put it
Right.
up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want, man, I have to drink 31 beers this month, or
Right,
or I'm
it's not
gonna
gonna be
go broke.
worth it.
Like, that sucks, right?
Yeah,
We don't want to encourage that, but if it's $7.99 a month, then when you go someplace, you feel like you have that extra cash now
Of
to get
course.
food there or to try a cocktail. You know,
Right.
It's brilliant.
So, yeah.
It's brilliant. And listen, you don't have to be rich to have this. It's perfect for the everyday
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
$7.90. You can go to Wegmans. You walk in Wegmans. You go in there for a piece of gum. You're coming out with $40, $50, $60 worth of stuff.
Yeah, I did it today.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable though when you walk out of Wegmans.
Yeah.
I mean, you have, well, now you don't even have bags. You know what I mean? You're just holding a pile of stuff like this,
Right.
and you're like,
I can afford
why-
this much food.
Why is this worth $132.48?
But yeah,
It's because of
$7.99.
the beer that you're holding.
Right? Yeah, it's clicked onto my finger. Got it.
But yeah, $7.99.
If I had
is-
BeerPass, I could have gotten one of these for free.
Yeah. $7.99 is perfect.
I think it's unbelievable. I think
Yeah.
it's great.
And we've also seen, like, going back to going around to new places and trying new places.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I already have a regular at a place who's using it nearly every day. And I saw, because, we've got the data, so I saw, actually one of the, Amy Lewis and Mike Rizzo, the two started it, and she got a hold of me. She's like, hey, can you check on that bar? I don't know if I want to name names. Because there's someone in there using it, like, every single day. Like, the
so
same
cool.
place. And I'm like, yeah, because we want to just make sure that everything's...
Yeah, of course.
And so I talked to the owner. He's like, oh, yeah, I love that guy. Ever since he got BeerPass, he comes in here and he gets a
See?
beer, but he stays here all night and drinks cocktails.
Oh.
And so I went in there, and he happened to be there.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, yeah, this is the guy I was
The
telling you
BeerPass
about.
guy.
And he's like, he started BeerPass or whatever. And I'm like, oh, wow, thank you. You've saved me so much money. He's sitting there and with a cocktail and a friend, not even a beer.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's working.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
And
That's super cool.
Yeah.
You're not going to be the BeerPass guy forever.
That's okay.
The BeerPass
I
guy.
can do that.
Yep.
And now, is this just here in Rochester? Or, I mean...
Yeah. Well, so as I was
For
saying,
now, right.
so Amy and Mike launched it in Prague last year in the Czech Republic, and they were in town. They come to town every once in a while, and we always get together. And I think this was last spring, and we were sitting on my porch in Neighborhood of the Arts, and thinking like, we got to do this in Rochester.
I used to
Like
live right over there.
this would
It's
be
a great neighborhood.
great. Yeah, it really
I
is.
used to live on Humboldt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I was on Orion Crescent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right
Yep.
by School of the Arts
Yep.
in the mag. Yeah.
Yep.
We gotta do this in Rochester, and so we kind of brainstormed. Our guy Brad, who does all the difficult techie bits that we can't do, or I can't do.
Yeah.
They're all pretty techie safe for me. Shocker.
I'm
And
that guy in the group as well.
yeah, okay,
But not
You're right.
guy. Yeah.
I just sent him an email. It's broke.
You're right.
Okay. I'll fix it.
Yeah, he did a brilliant job retooling it for Rochester. Well, for a whole another new country.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So like just silly things like changing the distance from kilometers to miles.
to miles.
Right?
Yeah.
So he did a brilliant job getting that all ready to go, and then they basically sent me out and be like, okay, go make friends with bars. Okay.
Oh, darn.
And I was coming from a sales background, and I actually worked for a local distributor for about 6 years that specializes in a cafe and coffee shop supplies.
Okay.
So you got a little bit of a...
My life was going around to coffee shops.
Yeah.
Right? And talking to owners.
So this was
And so I'm like, okay, I can do that. And so then after a little bit of trying to do that and my day job, I had to make a decision because I wasn't able to do both.
Right.
And so I said goodbye to the 6-figure job with all the benefits and perks and everything and the health insurance.
Was it a gut feeling though?
Yeah.
Were you just like, this is going to work?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're all in to BeerPass.
Yeah.
You're in it to win it.
This is it. Yeah.
It's good.
So yeah, that's kind of how we got started in Rochester, and right now it's just in Rochester. If the demand's there and people are loving it, which I think and believe is going to happen, and Buffalo starts calling, sure.
Yeah.
Because what'll happen is we'll make it so your app, if you travel into Buffalo, since there's Google Maps in it,
right.
It's just going to switch over,
right?
So now all the Buffalo bars are showing up, and now it's BeerPass Buff instead of BeerPass Rock, and because you're in Buffalo now.
That's
so
awesome.
You don't have to just be in Rochester.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Because people travel.
That'd be amazing.
I love it.
I think
like you go to the Bills game and they're like, oh,
right,
awesome,
right. Everyone's got a BeerPass. Now like 80,000 people got it. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. I think the concept of it is unbelievable. I love it. I think that it's a phenomenal idea. I wish that I would have thought of it. But I'm lucky enough that you guys both happen to miraculously be Giants fans.
Are you a Giants fan?
I am.
Yes.
Both happen to be in the same bar.
I'm a Giants and a Bills fan. I kind of go, Giants fan by by birth and Bills fan by nurture growing up here. But so it's only an issue like once every 4 years.
Yeah.
And one major time in 1991. But that's fine. We won't talk about it.
Who were you rooting for in that game?
Well, I was 3, so
it doesn't really matter.
So did you grow up in Rochester?
I grew up in Genesee County.
Okay.
Yeah, a little farming town called Stafford.
So going bar to bar, what have you seen with the local support of Rochester? Because for us, we started this podcast, and we like to support small businesses, and everything is local. And Oliver and I, we've seen just the local support. It's there.
Yeah, I agree. And really strongly. I think there's a lot of local Rochester pride in our city.
And have you seen that as well with what you're doing?
Yeah, that's actually one of the biggest things I get when I'm talking to people about this, both bar owners and just people like us and users, is they're like, I love that this is a Rochester thing.
Yeah.
I love that you are holding up all of our small businesses and that I can be a part of this and that I can go participate. They absolutely love the Rochester-ness of it.
Yeah.
And
that's a word.
It's huge.
It's a word to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a word in Rochester.
The rockitude of it.
Rockitude. I like it. All right, so step away from BeerPass slightly. Okay. You brought us some beer today.
I brought you some beer today.
Which is great because I'm technically not even a part of BeerPass yet. I already got a free beer.
Well, it's a can, so you're okay.
Yeah.
And what beer is this?
So tell us about this beer.
So this is the Diversity Scotch Ale. This is from Heroes Brewing. This is one of our partners.
Okay.
And I picked this beer specifically because I just really love what Heroes is doing. We partner with a lot of breweries, and they're all fantastic and make amazing beer, and the people who do it are incredible. And I'd bring you all of their beer if I could.
Next show.
But then we'd never make it out of here live.
Right.
The next show.
Last week.
Yeah.
And we'll have Uber outside.
Right.
Yeah. An Uber bus.
Right.
Side note, how do you feel about a BeerPass bus? And users get on board and we go use BeerPass together.
I think I'm already signed up.
Because it's
you don't even look at me. Just include me that day.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So Heroes Brewing, I love their business model and their concept. Every beer that they make, they team up with a nonprofit or charity organization.
That's huge.
And they work directly with them to come up with the idea. brew the beer, and
That's
then the
super
proceeds
cool.
from their can sales go to that beer's corresponding charity.
That's an amazing collaboration idea.
And
Yeah,
that
it's
happens.
wonderful.
That happens a lot.
It's so cool.
in the Rochester area.
Yeah.
Like all these small businesses, they team up with other businesses and charities and everything.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that that I've noticed recently over the couple years that we've been doing the podcast.
Yeah, and you'll see it in other breweries too. Every once in a while, they'll release a beer and they'll say proceeds from this go to this. But they do it with every beer they make. This beer specifically was done with the Junior League of Rochester, which is an amazing women's organization.
Yep.
They fund and run the diaper bank, which gets diapers to lots and lots of families in need.
Yep.
They do incredible stuff over there.
Yeah,
and
we donated all of our daughter's extra diapers.
Oh,
when
cool.
She grew out of them. That's where we donated
Wonderful.
all of our extra. Because we had 100 boxes of diapers that she grew out of so quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually I had the good fortune to work one of their diaper drives last year. And just seeing the cars line up all day,
The people in need of diapers.
It's
diapers are expensive.
There shouldn't be. I feel bad that there is a need, such a powerful need for diapers, because just knowing how many extra I had, just from our baby shower, hundreds of diapers that we had that we didn't use. Ones, twos, threes, four. We had all of them.
And you donated
Well, I mean,
them
the fours we didn't really have extras, but we had so many zeros that we got. And my daughter was 9 pounds when she was born. So she was immediately out of the zeros and into the ones. You know what I mean? So we had 8 boxes of those. And that, because we did a diaper raffle at the baby shower. So, I mean, we probably had close to 2,000 diapers.
Wow.
And you donated it to this?
And we probably donated, I don't know, 700 diapers.
That's
amazing. It was crazy because she just outgrew them faster than she used them.
Yeah.
But I know that we're not the only family that gets diapers like that do diaper raffles, because everybody does diaper raffles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the fact that they run that event is amazing to me, because
good charity.
What else are you going to do?
Really
what else are you going to do with them? You can only give them away to so many friends. You know what I mean?
But there's such an obvious and huge need for them.
Yeah.
That was just made so apparent to me on that day, and so you did an awesome thing.
Yeah.
Because those were put to good use.
I would do it every single time if I had.
Were you shocked though, being firsthand seeing, you can hear about these charities, but when you go firsthand in Rochester and you see it, were you just holy moly?
Yeah.
This is...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a really cold day. We were out there in hats and gloves all day long in a huge parking lot as we corralled cars through 2-3 different lines and holding lots and so they could come through and pick up the diapers.
Awesome. That's super cool.
And then in the middle of COVID. Too.
Yeah.
So.
But ultimately, at the end, how good did you feel, knowing? These causes they're real. It really happens.
Absolutely.
And they really do, donate to the cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super cool.
After a day of that, the beer tastes better.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We went to Quimby's after.
Did you?
Yeah.
What day of the week was it? Do you remember?
Saturday.
It was a Saturday?
Yeah.
I was probably there at night.
Small
I was
world.
probably there at night.
That's funny.
Man, I miss Quimby's.
Yeah.
You should do
You should do
like a memorial page on BeerPass for all the places that have closed due to COVID.
I would love to do that.
We would have been here
in memory of. In memory of.
Yeah.
In
memoriam, at the Oscars.
Yeah. For all the losers, the people that didn't win.
That's so funny.
Super morbid. Whatever. All right. So, anything else you want to tell us about BeerPass?
Yeah.
Sure. So we are really excited. Not just. The app is fun, and we hope that people go out and have a good time with it. But we don't want to stop at just here's a free beer.
Right.
So we actually are planning lots of BeerPass events, meetups and stuff.
Ooh,
so
super cool.
We just did one on Thursday.
I love it.
We BeerPass sponsored Halloween trivia at Sager Beer Works.
Oh, nice.
So we want to do lots of cool stuff like that, meetups. Mike, the guy who started this, he's always scheming up wonderful ways to just get people out and together and get BeerPass users together.
And this is the thing. There's a lot of small ways to do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a huge concert or an event.
Yeah.
It could be small little things like you're saying.
Yeah.
And brilliant idea. And this is the thing. Since you've been on the show, we support everything. So, like, whatever you promote, we'll promote on our page as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So it'll be like, double. It's just a...
Yeah, because if the app is working how it's supposed to, like, the more people who have this app, the better for our small businesses here.
Yeah.
Right. Yes,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, anything we can do to get this app in people's pockets and get them out, supporting our favorite places to go.
It's just, if you go to two restaurants, if you are the type of person that, one, likes beer, even if it's just, it doesn't have to be crazy, ridiculous,
But you're gonna
it doesn't
try
have to
new
be
beer
like a
too.
papaya guava, you don't have to be that guy that
Right.
likes those. You can just like draft beer, and you go out more than twice a month. There's literally no point in not getting this app.
Yeah.
You have to go out twice a month for this app to pay for itself.
And you're going to do that.
Almost not really even. Like, almost
once.
one time. It's like 1.5 times. You know what I mean?
No, you're absolutely right.
Like, literally, if you go out to a restaurant twice a month, then this app already saves you money.
But even how cool is it if you're on a date, though?
That's what I mean.
You go on a date and you're just like, check this out.
I got my BeerPass.
Oh, yeah, can I get her,
That or you're just gonna look. That or you're just gonna look incredibly cheap because she's gonna be like, "Oh, did you just bring me here so you could give me a free
No.
beer?" Yeah, now you're gonna talk yourself out of that.
No, because I get it. Because like
She's
I'm in
gonna
this
be like-
club, right?
And then she's going to be like, I want to be part of that. And I'm going to be like, download the BeerPass.
$7.99, baby.
Yeah. I got you in. Remember that.
Boom.
I just like the scenarios where like Matt gets uncomfortable. So that's why I did throw out that other scenario. You'd be like,
The
what?
server comes back. Oh, we don't do that here.
No.
I'd be like,
Oh, you
hate
should.
it.
You should. Hold on. I got Taylor's card here somewhere. Here it is.
You got draft beer?
Call the
You guys
BeerPass
call
guy.
this guy.
Yeah. You're gonna want to know the BeerPass guy.
And then I would
For
be honest
sure.
with her. I'd be like, I am broke. So
So please use BeerPass.
Oh, that's awesome. So you guys are doing events. You guys are supporting local businesses.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love
Perfect.
it.
And we'll
$7.99 a month, man.
Yep, BeerPass.
Man.
One
BeerPass.
word in the App Store.
Yeah,
BeerPass.
I already found it.
And we will support you guys. We'll even throw like on our shows in the beginning. We do two local businesses, Orange Glory Cafe and Gods and Gladiators.
Okay.
We put them in the beginning of our shows and at the end of our shows. I could add you guys in the beginning.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
However we can support, we will, and that's just what we do.
Yeah. That'd be great.
And,
create account. See? It only took that long. I was just doing that for what? Like 12 and a half seconds? That's how long it takes to get 30 free beers a month.
right.
Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
sorry. It costs, man.
And when you say it that
Boom.
way too, it's just like,
Did you say there's a promo?
Yeah, so I wanted to throw out a promo code for your audience,
Yes.
reviewers, listeners.
That's amazing.
For half off a month. Promo code. When you get to the screen, it's going to ask for promo code.
This screen right here.
1 drink 50.
one drink.
1
50.
drink 50.
And I'll put it at the
Drink
bottom of the screen.
50.
We'll-
Is it
we'll get half off.
just one or
Written out.
Written out.
1 drink 50.
one
yeah.
drink 50? I like
Yeah.
it.
So that's going to be up and going pretty soon.
Okay.
We'll have that ready to rock. So I'd say give it a day. I don't know. When will this air?
Wednesday.
Oh, it'll be up by
Wednesday.
then. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. 1 drink
Yeah.
50.
1
And
drink
we
50 for
appreciate
half
it.
off.
Look, Matt, I'll put it right here. Ready?
Yep.
Hold on. Here we go. Right there.
One
Right
drink
there.
50. Done.
Yeah.
I
Sorry, I
like
didn't mean
it.
to put it across your face. Hope it didn't.
No, I got
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
You got it? Did you center it?
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Here it is. Center it right here. There you go,
One
Matt.
drink.
Wait,
Again.
make it wider. Make it wider. Make it wider.
You're making this
There you go.
editing.
There you go.
Put it
Matt's
here.
gonna hate us.
Now
Yeah,
put
right
it up
there.
here.
Wait, now put it here too. Put it here too. Put it here too. Matt's gonna be editing this show later, and he's gonna be like, "Son of a bitch!
You
I
guys
gotta put
suck."
these things on."
Back on the show
Right.
again.
So yes,
I'm gonna get fired too. It'll just be you guys
These
on this show.
assholes.
Like, damn it.
So yes, if you do any of the events, we would like to be a part of it.
I'd love that.
Possible.
Yeah.
I would love that. If we could,
I would love to do some
come out-
co-sponsored stuff with you too. That'd
Come
be
out and do a
amazing.
live show for
Yeah.
sure.
Now you're talking.
That's what we
Yeah.
want to do. Is even
Yeah.
if we did a live show from one of your partners, or
Yep.
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah.
it'd be a lot of fun.
Yep. Yeah. Or if if you did one of your events at one of your partner locations or something like that.
Yeah.
If we sat down and did an interview with the owner of the place
Absolutely.
during the event about their
Yeah.
business,
Get you
much
guys
like
there,
we're doing.
bring some of your swag so we can get you guys some new
for
audience.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
I love
It'd be
it.
Super cool. Super cool.
But either way, we're all gonna support each other.
Yeah.
And that's just what we do. in
Yeah,
Rochester.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we love getting out there and meeting new.
It's the Rockitude.
It's the Rockitude, dude. You gotta. That's a
Hey,
thing.
that-
T-shirts.
Rockitude. Yeah.
Oh man, that
Yeah, with
Yeah,
like the
and
Flower
then-
City logo on it.
Yeah.
when you do when you
No,
do
you
the-
can't use the Flower City logo to promote like other stuff.
We found that out.
Yeah,
we
so
got
did we.
we got a strongly worded cease and desist letter.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that was
See,
good.
we
didn't
got
get
rid of
that
it
far.
before. So our original logo, it was the word one was with the Rock
Yeah.
City logo as
Yeah.
the O.
Yeah.
And when after I came
It's a
on and
cool
did
idea.
it was great. After I came on and did the very first show with Matt, I saw the logo and I was like, dude, that's so dope. I was like, we can't use it though. And he was like, what? What are you talking about? I was like, you have to get rid of it. I was like, you can't use the Rock City logo in promotion of a business. He was like, what? I was like,
Yeah.
we can't, dude.
You gotta pay
And then
$200 or something.
no.
No,
You have to
they-
pay $200 if you want to make T-shirts that have the Rochester logo on it. Then you have to pay that money. Like our buddy here that does this art.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
does the art, but it doesn't promote his business because it's art, right?
Okay.
So like even though he sells them, he can sell it with the Rock logo on there. But like he can't, like it doesn't say his business name on there anywhere.
Oh, 'cause
so
it's
then he
part
can
of
do
it.
it.
Gotcha,
Yeah. So it
okay.
can't be part of your business logo or promoting like
Right.
your business. So you can't do like a BeerPass T-shirt and then the Rochester logo on there
Yeah.
because it's with your
That would
business.
be
which
Yeah,
is-
so the O in rock was originally that.
Yeah.
And then we got yelled at.
Uh-huh.
And so now it's a hop cone,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is still cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But
That's
we
super
just
good.
wanted that extra little touch of Rockitude on it. So
Yeah.
Um,
Rockitude.
yeah, no,
Oh,
it's-
man, I love the Rockitude.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the Rockitude. man.
So we talked about BeerPass. Now we just want to get to know you a little better.
Yeah.
We're gonna do like this or that
Speed dating.
Yeah.
kind of.
Sort of.
Speed dating.
Sort of.
But with no chicks,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Just choose one or the other.
Okay.
Simple.
Yeah. So this helps. So we're all gonna answer.
Is it like speed round, like first
No,
to come to
it's
mind,
just-
or
No,
I can think about
I mean,
it?
no, you can think about it for a minute. You know what I mean? But it's basically like a this or that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Just a little fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So we're gonna go beer or wine.
So that's. Man,
I feel like you're
I'm a tough
contractually.
person
I
for
feel like
that.
you're contractually obligated to say beer at this particular juncture.
But is he? But is
Right.
he?
So, I've been brewing beer for about 12 years.
Okay.
On and off, not as much as I used to.
That's
I've studied beer a lot, but I've studied wine a lot, and I actually bartend at a local wine bar.
Ah,
So, Solera in the South Wedge. Yeah. And
That's
Solera, Cheshire. Yeah, come
Evie.
through. Yeah.
Evie.
Yes. Yeah.
huge regular at Quimby's.
I believe that.
I have known
Yeah.
Evie. Tell her that you saw me,
I will.
and she'll be like, "Oh my
She
god!"
came to trivia.
I miss
at
her.
Sager
I miss
Thursday.
Evie.
She's amazing.
Yeah,
She's
she's
amazing.
great. She's great. She used to come into Quimby's all the time. I loved her.
So, I've been asked this before, and I drink more beer. I think if I were strapped
If
with
somebody,
one or the
if
other,
somebody put a gun to your head and said you can only have beer or wine forever,
Forever.
the other one gets disappeared forever.
you know what? I would say wine, because wine is just so endless in its uniqueness and variety, and I think beer is too.
You are right about that.
And breweries are really making that happen,
Yeah.
because I think we're in an exciting time for beer. Like, it's like beer's getting weird, but in a really cool way.
Yeah,
Right?
Agreed.
Like,
Just more and more taste, like stuff you wouldn't think of.
Yeah.
yeah,
But with wine, like, the same variety of grape grown in the same plot,
Yeah.
but the grapes over there make a wine that tastes different from the grapes over there. Now
Yeah.
multiply that from around the world and terroir
it's
from
crazy.
everywhere, and
Right.
it's endless.
Yeah.
So I used to work.
I love that.
Yeah, I used to work at Market View Liquor.
Oh, cool.
I do holiday help there. Yeah, you been in there?
Yeah.
There's
Oh, yeah.
a billion wines.
All
It's
the
mass.
wines.
It's crazy.
So what I was trying to do is each night I would take a bottle and try different wines. There's just too many. I would pick
so many.
I would pick beer. I just started getting into these IPA beers the past couple years. They're so good. I don't know if I can go back to the bar or the Jenny.
I think that
The birth of a hophead.
right.
We all go through that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, they're
Yeah.
so good, so I'm gonna pick beer.
Yeah.
I think that I'm gonna go with wine. I
Yeah.
really do. I mean, I do. I love beer,
Yeah.
and I love wine. My only problem with beer is I can only have a couple, and then I feel really full. Like I
True.
just can't physically drink
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not because of the alcohol content or anything like that. I have a couple, and I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wine. I'm also Italian.
It's endless.
I have the
Yeah.
word vino in my last name.
Yeah.
So
Keep it coming.
man,
Keep it
and there
coming.
is. I'll tell you what. There is nothing like a good wine drunk.
That's true.
It's
It is
different.
a happy,
I'm with you
giddy,
there.
like
It's different.
woo!
I'm with you
But
there.
now on the other side of that coin, though, there is nothing like a wine hangover.
Yeah, that's also
Especially if you're drinking some sweeter whites.
true. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you taste it for the next 2 days.
Well, it's the sugar. The sugar. It's
Yeah.
the sugars
All
that give you the
residual
hangover.
sugars gives you a hangover. Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of sugar in beer, though. So, beer will give you a hangover too. But man, they're dead. But
That's true.
the wine drunk to me is worth the wine hangover.
Oh, of course.
I've never been angry while being
How
drunk
could
on
you?
wine,
That's true.
Tastes so good.
or just drinking wine. I've never been angry drinking wine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think about it. All the times that you've been drinking wine in your whole life, have you ever been angry?
No.
Right.
I don't think so.
No. not
Right.
at all.
People get angry when they drink beer all the time. You never see anybody getting into fights and shit when they're drinking wine.
No, because they're
No,
they're
'cause you're drinking
celebrating
wine.
something.
Yeah, 'cause you're
They're
drinking
having a good
wine.
time. Like,
Yeah.
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 All right.
Wine promotes happiness.
That's amazing.
You know? I'm like,
Wine equals happiness.
Yeah.
Wine equals
I'm
happiness.
like a philosopher.
Yeah.
All right, so sports
Okay.
bar
That's
or
not
brewery?
Oof. Man, you're killing me.
Sports bar all day for me. That's just an easy one for me.
I love my sports bars. I'd rather go out and watch the game at a bar than in my living room. But I love a brewery. That's like, as you know, as a home brewer and just being so.
Makes sense.
A very good friend of mine who is he is a brewer. He brews for Amber Lantern and Strange Design.
Nice.
He and I have grown hops, and that when you're a brewer is just such a labor of love.
Oh god.
And so I think the brewery is kind of my home away from home.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
But I do love a sports bar.
I do love going to breweries. It's one of my favorite things because they're all so unique and their take.
That's what I like,
Each
too.
individual thing is so different.
How
You know
do
what I mean?
you do this?
Right.
How does this person accomplish that?
Yeah. And I've been to hundreds of breweries now, and they're all different in their own way. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's a tasting room, some taps, and some tanks in the back. But the way that each individual place does it and sets themselves apart and creates their own identity is amazing to me.
Yeah.
So I love that. But at the end of the day, I mean, a sports bar or just a pub, for me is that's my home away from home because that's what I've always wanted to own and operate myself, and I ran them for such a long time. Like that's my happy place.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Is a sports bar a pub with TVs?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's got more than 10 TVs, it's a sports bar.
Okay, so more
Yeah.
10, more than
More than
got
10,
it.
yeah. Quimby's had 9 TVs.
Pub.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go flip flops.
Yeah.
Flip flops or sneakers?
Flip flops.
Sneakers.
Well, yeah, I gotta go flip flops because
Yeah.
if I'm in a climate where flip flops are like it's cool to wear flip flops now because like the temperature is good,
I get it.
then I'm in. So if
Yeah.
I could wear flip flops, it means that the weather would have to be nice. So it means I would always be in nice weather. So I'm flip flops.
Even if I'm in Florida, I will never wear flip flops.
Well,
I hate
sneakers.
I hate feet.
Weirdo.
Oh.
Hate feet.
I'd rather have nothing on my feet.
That's true
I'd go
too.
barefoot.
Yeah.
I'd either go barefoot
Yeah.
or
Right. All or nothing. This
Okay.
weird bit of rubber flopping about.
My toe in between my toe. Get this shit out of here.
I had a flip flop get taken off my foot by storm water runoff in Hawaii. I stepped off the sidewalk, and
That's
the
irritating.
water down the road just because
Whoosh.
there's only two directions
Yeah.
to fly, right, up and down.
Right.
And it was raining as it does in a rainforest, and water just took it right off my foot and into the storm drain and out to sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone.
You're like, see you later,
That's the downside
Right.
of flip flops.
There you go. You're welcome, Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, my shoes.
Enjoy that.
All right. Here's a gross one for you. And
Oh,
I'm gonna
that wasn't the gross one?
take it. No.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. Would you rather have diarrhea for a week or be constipated for a week?
Ooh.
Jeez.
To go too much or go not enough?
I think I'm letting it rip.
Go too much.
I'm going diarrhea all day.
because then
for
I
sure.
don't have to leave my house. I
100%.
can just I'm gonna just sit here on my phone, and I have an excuse to just
So
not.
true. Download BeerPass.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
just sit
I
here.
gotta
Figure
reload
out-
my cannon.
Right.
Go eat something. Go back into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Because then if you're on the other side of that, you're grumpy all week.
Yep.
You don't feel good.
Yep.
You can't eat or drink anything.
Yep.
Yeah, you're just like.
Yeah.
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 Yep. I'm with that all day
So
long.
yeah, I
Yeah.
would say better out than in.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I got one more.
Yep.
Would you rather sweat mayonnaise
Ooh,
or would you rather sweat ketchup?
ketchup.
Ketchup?
Yeah,
Ketchup
I
for sure.
don't know why.
I feel like I would rather
don't
sweat.
love mayonnaise.
I feel like I
don't
would rather
love
sweat ketchup only because
It would smell
I mean
better.
sweat. I mean right.
Ketchup would smell better.
Probably, yeah.
And
Mayo,
right,
you're like-
that's my thing. If I was sweating mayonnaise,
Hey.
I mean hot mayonnaise has got to stink.
Oh, God.
Way worse than hot ketchup. I mean, hot
Yeah.
ketchup and cold ketchup pretty much smell the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hot mayonnaise
Smell like tomatoes.
smells like
Right.
right.
Somebody eating pizza?
Right.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Also, if you're sweating mayo, that it looks like something that could feasibly possibly come out of you. So someone's just gonna think something's wrong. But it's
As
real
opposed
but
to sweating-
gross.
as
As opposed to
sweating
ketchup, you're like, oh, that's really abnormal and weird. You're sweat ketchup. But like, I might not know you're sweating mayo.
Right.
I might
You
just think
look
like something's
greasy,
going
all
on.
Weird,
Yeah.
shiny and shit. Yeah. With weird little lumps of stuff all over you. You're like,
Damn, what the hell?
Yeah.
Where were you
Yeah.
these
Oh,
last few
yeah.
minutes?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's gross. Yeah.
So yes, that is our one drink for the show.
You said it.
Oh.
Oh
One
shit,
drink.
I did. Damn it. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. I love the idea. Everyone, we all love the idea.
I think it's unbelievable. I think
Cool.
it's
I'm glad.
I think it's unbelievable. And I'm not just saying it because you're on the show. I would have told you that I
I
thought
know.
it was dumb if it was dumb. I thought it was dumb.
I appreciate that.
You know, but I mean, what do I know? You know what I mean? I'm just a co-host of some weird little podcast in Rochester, New York. So I mean, I'm sorry, the number one podcast in Rochester, New York.
That's
Sorry.
it.
Right.
Sorry.
That is it.
Yeah, self-labeled, of course.
In my heart.
It's totally
Yes.
fine. Yeah. But anyways, guys, don't forget you can check out all of BeerPass's info in the description down below. We've got all their links to their social media pages and their website. And don't forget, guys, it's $7.99 a month, and you can get a free beer every single day of the month.
Yeah.
So
Easy. Simple.
come on,
Yeah.
like
Try a new place.
like what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like
Try
let's-
a new
Find
beer.
this place.
Yeah.
Show place some love.
So it's 90. How much is that a year? What's 8 times 12?
96.
96. So
Under
it's
$100.
so $100 a year, less than $100 a year, and you can have 365 beers
Yeah.
for $100 a year.
And it's perfect.
Well,
That's 36 cents a beer.
is it?
It's 36 cents a beer.
Your beer
You get
pack
300.
is incredible.
You get 365. You get 365 beers for $100. It's 36 cents a beer.
I believe you.
It's 36
Yeah.
cents a beer. Dude, what are you guys doing?
How do
Just
you
download
not-
it right now.
And everybody,
Just download it right now.
Everybody is downloading it right now.
I hope that they're downloading it right now. I hope that they are. But anyways, guys, don't forget you can check out all of our full-length episodes every Wednesday. Don't forget to use promo code ONEDRINK50 to get
Drink
half
50.
off on your first beer pass. And guys, as always, don't
Thank
forget to hit that sub button and click on the bell click on the bell notification to make sure that you are the first ones notified when all of our new episodes drop. Special thanks to this guy,
Yes.
the Beer Pass guy, for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
We look
My
forward
pleasure. Thank
to
you.
further shows with you. We look forward to being at all of the new live events that BeerPass has to offer. And we look forward to
let's
seeing
all
you guys
get together
grow.
again.
For sure. Absolutely. Anyways,
Awesome.
guys, until next
Thank
time.
you so much.
Cheers.
See ya.
Cheers.